Good morning students. In the previous video we have completed our near about 4 stanzas from page number 66. Today we will be continuing with the rest of the stanzas or the next stanzas in the poem. So till now we had seen about the complete scenario in the Northland as St. Peter was teaching, preaching and moving on the planet Earth, and when he reached near to Northland he could see a small door open of a small cottage, and he was demanding cake to the lady. And the lady, as we had seen in the previous video in the explanation, that she was really very greedy, and the greed has made her to be restricted, and because of her restrictions or the greediness, we can say, she was not ready to part with the cake. Even though Saint Peter was very hungry, he was very fainted, but she was not ready to part with the cake. Twice, thrice she made the cake. First when she made the cake, she used a small amount of dough. Second time again she reduced it. Third time again she flattened it as a wafer. But even though she was not ready to part with it, and she kept that all the 3 cakes on the shelves. And one more additional thing is that when she is very openly accepting that when I am eating this, when I am consuming these cakes, that time I feel that these cakes are very small, and when I am parting it with someone, why did it feel so large to me? And that was the thing in her, and the thing hidden in her was the greed. And because of her greed or selfishness, these things she could feel 2 different things of the same. Like she was feeling very small cake when she was eating, and she was feeling it very big one when she was parting it with someone, right? Now let us continue with the explanation of the next stanzas. First we will have a loud reading of the remaining stanzas so that we can continue with it. Now, the Saint Peter grew angry, for he was hungry and faint, and surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. And he had, you are far too selfish to dwell in a human form, to have both food and shelter and fire to keep you warm. Now you shall build as the birds do, and shall get your scanty food, very scanty food, by boring and boring and boring all day in the hard, dry wood. Then up she went through the chimney, never speaking a word, and out of the top flew a woodpecker, for she was changed to a bird. She had a scarlet cap on her head, and that was left the same. But all the rest of her clothes were burnt, black as a coal in the flame. And every country schoolboy had seen her in the wood, where she lives in the tree till this very day, boring and boring for food. Now, let us continue now. The good Saint Peter grew angry. Now, Saint Peter could not control his patience, as he was very hungry, and definitely you must have seen that Britannia Rusk ad, right? In that if you are hungry, then you become angry. Same here. So, Saint Peter grew very angry because he was very fainted. He had taken ground of the earth. He was fasting that day, and he was fainted and very hungry. And this lady was not ready to share the cake with him. So, what did he do? Then Saint Peter grew angry, for he was hungry and faint. And surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. So, he was very great saint, and the behavior of this lady provoked him. The behavior of this lady made him to curse her. Incite means to provoke. So, the behavior of the lady, the stinginess or the greediness or the selfishness, all these qualities of this lady provoked this saint, incited this saint to curse her. Okay, then what did he do? And he said, you are far too selfish. So what did Saint Peter say that? You are far too selfish to dwell in a human form. To dwell means to live. To be there in a human form, to be there in the human body. Okay, so to dwell in a human form, to have both food and shelter and fire to keep you warm. And you are really very selfish. You don't have any authority to live as a human being, and you don't have any authority, or you don't deserve good quality food and shelter, as well as you don't deserve to have fire with you to keep yourself warm. So Saint Peter grew very angry and he started cursing her. Now you shall build as the birds do and shall get your scanty food by boring and boring and boring all day in the hard dry wood. Now Saint Peter was really very angry. He was flushed. Now he said that you don't deserve all these things with you. You should be punished, and now you will not be anymore in this form. In this form, in the sense, in the human form. Now you should turn into the bird. You should know how the birds suffer a lot to get scanty food. Scanty means small amount of food. So you should know that. You should be aware of that thing also. You are very blessed, but you don't deserve all these things to be a human. And now you shall build as the birds do. You should build your own house. You should build your own nest, and you should get your scanty food by boring and boring. Boring, wood picker. She has to put her beak into the wood, dry hard wood, to get small insects. So he cursed her by boring and boring and boring all day in the hard dry wood. And from today onwards you will be boring and boring continually in the dry hard wood to get small amount of food. Then up she went through the chimney, never speaking a word. And you know, we are having chimneys at home too, like exhaust fans we have to release or whatever the smoke like is there in the house. So to release all these things, we are having exhaust fans and all. So here the old lady is having small chimney into her cottage, and what had happened? Then up she went through the chimney, and from that chimney she flew away. Okay, she went away, never speaking a word, because now she couldn't speak. She was turned into a bird. Okay, and out of the top flew a woodpecker, for she was changed to a bird. And out of that, out of the chimney to the top, she flew away, and she was changed into a bird, as Saint Peter had cursed her. That is the reason she has changed into a bird, and the bird was woodpecker. Then she had a scarlet cap on her head, and that was left the same, and she was having a scarlet color cap. When she was human being at that time, she was wearing a scarlet color cap on her head, and it was left same. Now why it was left same? Can you tell me? Just imagine why it was as it is, why the cap was as it is and the complete body has changed into a bird. Yes. So why the cap was left as it is? Because the one who will see that woodpecker should be able to identify with the help of that scarlet cap. Yes, this is the old lady who was cursed by Saint Peter. Just to identify that the scarlet cap was as it is on her head. Okay. Now she had a scarlet cap on her head, and that was left the same, and the cap has not turned into anything, or it was not burned. It was as it is. Then, but all the rest of the clothes were burned, black as coal in the flame. And whatever the rest of the clothes she was wearing, and all the clothes has turned into coal in the flame. It was turned black like coal and all, and only the cap was as it is. And every country school boy had seen her in the wood, where she lives in the tree till this very day, boring and boring for food. And every country school boy, now every country means it's not the country like India, Japan, China, Pakistan or Germany. Country boy means the rural boy, the one who lives in a village, countryside we call it as, right? So every country school boy had seen her in the wood. So every boy of that particular region had seen her in the wood. Wood means here jungle, okay? So in the forest. So every school boy has seen that woodpecker into the forest, and where she has seen her in the wood, where she lives in the trees till this very day. And till today she is alive, she is there, she is present in the wood, boring and boring for food. And she is boring. She is using her pig to get the scanty amount of food. So this is all the explanation of this poem. I hope you all understood. Now one thing what you all have to do is, you just read this poem once, underline all the new words which you come across, and after underlining you have to find out synonyms for these words and you have to write down it in your notebook. You have to just find out the synonyms, no need to construct the sentences. Okay? I hope you understood. If you don't understand, you listen to the videos again, definitely you will get it. The poem, see, in all this explains us that we should avoid all these qualities within us. We should throw out which qualities? Being greedy, being selfish, and being stingy. So all these things should not be with us. So this poem teaches us all. This poem teaches us the moral that you should be very open-hearted to share, to part your things with your friends, with the people surrounding to you, and also you should be a caretaker. Also, you should also have a concern for others. You should have that kind of sympathy, empathy within you. So this is all what discussed in the poem very beautifully with the help of this legend. I hope you understood. Thank you all. Have a nice day.